I guess with a new legislative session coming up here in 2022, kind of what some of the goals you guys are looking to achieve, and kind of, I guess, how are you going to measure success for your green initiative?
Yeah, so we're working now. We're getting input from folks that we want to make sure that we're including, as I've said, um, folks that have an environmental justice lens, folks in the labor community, two groups that have to be included at the table in all of these conversations that sometimes get shut out. We want to make sure that we don't have any blind spots in our legislation, and that we're being mindful of all of the impacts to all of those groups. And so we're getting a lot of feedback right now. And so our legislation is called Electrify California, and essentially it's a sort of a grassroots, a bottom up way of electrifying the home. So as I said, heat pumps, induction stoves, and electric vehicles predominantly, and really wanting to put those incentives in people's hands right off the bat. So we know a lot of times, especially for people in low or very low income communities, there is not the economic capacity to wait for a tax rebate or any kind of rebate. We want to get these incentives into people's hand at point of sale so that these options are as accessible and affordable as possible. And
Right.
then eventually we would be looking at starting with incentives and then looking towards more of a regulation endpoint that would eventually make it so that the built environment would need to be electrified.
Make sure you just click the button below and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all our news and updates.